And
action.
Bam! What's happening, everybody? Coach Midway, the Dragon Slayer, and I want to welcome you on a couple of levels. Dragon's Lair right here. Just had an amazing big band concert. So wouldn't I be a complete Burke, that's what they say in England, a complete Pratt, or a complete DH, in other words, a complete lame ass, if I were not going to have an after party at my house and have an epic bourbon tastings with some of the musicians from the big band show tonight. So, I got more hosts than ever before. Okay, we blocked this thing for a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 people. This is going to be epic. Hence the name Epic Bourbon Tastings. We're doing weeded tonight. And actually, you know what, guys? Got a little surprise for you. Let me step up here. Do not be distracted by this right bicep that just flexed at you as I climb up the chairs that they say on OSHA. They always say at the beginning of the school year, we got to watch all these freaking videos, and they're always like, don't do this. Well, guess what? I'm doing this.
Oh, dear God.
So that I can go back in the old surfing days. Let's get up to the top shelf, shall we?
Hey-oh!
Whoa! You can't even see me. They're probably like getting a crotch out here.
Nope.
Yams.
Shall we open? I'm going to let Brandon make the decision. Brandon, shall we do the 10 or the 12 for a little weeded special there, brother? Make the call.
Both.
Both. Which one you want, dude? You've never had that 10, have you, brother?
Nope.
I asked which one. Let's
Nope.
get this old man Winkle out. This used to be the bottom shelf. This used to be the Dragon Slayer's chump change. $100 10 years ago. I bought that one for $1,200. But anyway, I digress. Without further ado, let's bring in these guests one at a time. First of all, playing Barry sax tonight is Kayla. Are you sitting next to me? Who's sitting in the middle?
No, that's Davis.
Davis Coral on the friggin' trombone. Look at it. We have a live audience tonight as well, if you can see that. I'm going to bring in on the left side again, on the Barry sax, Caleb Millar. Look at that. I'm going to bring in on my right side, world famous, Danny Sandoval on the tenor sax.
All right.
And last but not least, my absolute right-hand man when it comes to tasting bourbon. He's had almost everything on my shelf except for this right here. Look at him, Brandon Benton! Yeah!
High five!
What's happening there? Okay, is it good? Okay, we got the cameraman back there. We got everything. First thing we're gonna try. We're gonna taste the flavors. We're gonna smell it. We're gonna figure out what is going on in Jefferson's Ocean 22. My man Dan Burke, give you a little shout out. You told me this was the best Ocean ever released. I was back there 3 weeks ago. Could be a single barrel Dragon Slayer release coming up in the future. Yeah, okay, anyway, with Jefferson's Reserve, this is 22. Can't really find this anywhere, but we're going to get some right now. And after a concert, Danny, please tell me. I feel like Jeff Probst throwing the first pitch out to the man I know is going to knock it out of the park. Danny, please tell me what it was like to play this concert and like the afterglow of it.
Well, I just gotta say, on Friday night we got to play with world famous trumpeter Wayne Bergeron.
I thought you were going to say Ben Wade.
Well,
Just kidding. Sorry.
well,
Keep going.
he did play too. But Wayne, critically acclaimed trumpeter. I mean, it was just an amazing experience, and I'm just glad I was here to do it, and I was invited. And Susanville is like my second home now, so I'm really happy to be here.
Can I get a cheers for Susanville being your second
Yes!
home, man?
Yes!
You too, brother.
Yeah, man, let's wait. Head beer.
You-
Head beer. Tastes like whiskey.
The cinnamon afterglow.
Yes.
Can you feel that? Nice little cinnamon on the back end. The best thing about these oceans is it comes in like it's going to be full and complex, and then it rides off into the sunset. Oh, by the way, good sir, is your glass anywhere handy? That's my man right there. Look at this guy. And finally, Epic Bourbon Tastings realizes that there actually is somebody behind a camera.
Justin Chambers, y'all.
Look at this
Justin
man.
Chambers.
Justin, you don't have to be skulking around in the shadows. You can
Say
get
hello.
Hey. Bam! That's what I gotta say about my man Justin right there. Okay, wait, do we have any water?
Cheers to Justin and cheers to
Cheers.
Dan.
There it is.
Hang
Cheers
on.
to
You
who?
put it
To
below that.
Dan, because
Oh yeah, Dan
I
Burke.
think he's.
Oh,
I've
yeah.
had them all,
Man.
but of the ones I've had,
Yeah, dude.
I don't
Dan.
agree with him.
Dan. That's my man right there. Brandon, is there water?
There's water on
On
the
this
end.
side?
Can't wait till the next weeded.
I know, right? Okay, so Brandon, please talk to us about this a little bit. You brought these next 2 bottles, so you got to talk about them.
So I picked up this Maker's Mark FAEO2,
Yeah.
which is one of the limited releases from last year, from
Which stands for
2021.
freaking omnipotent, exceptional trombone playing. Davis Coral, is that what it stands for?
Something like that.
Or fatty acid esters.
Oh, okay, there you go, there you go.
Bless you.
But this was the second release of the 2. There was the FAEO1. This is the FAEO2, which was the second release from last year, and it's one of their limited releases. Second one from last year. They got 2 more this year. BRT 1 and 2. So haven't found those ones yet, but
So Caleb, because Davis is in the very middle, that means that if you have any water in your glass at the very end, you've already drank it, but if not that much, you don't do that, he's gonna kick all of our asses. You don't wanna put that. But if there's a little bit in there like this,
Okay.
it's custom to pour it right there on his fabulous dread. He's getting into it. The fabulous dreadlocks. I did that to Ray White the first time, and it's been tradition. And people out there watching Epic Bourbon Tastings are always saying, "Do you really pour water on him?" Yes, I really pour water on him. Okay, so Brandon, I'm not a big fan of Maker's Mark.
I know.
Traditional.
None on your shelf.
Well, there is none on my shelf, but is it this going to be the one where I say, "Yeah, you know what? I think put it on my shelf."
I think this might get you into the limited series. Yeah.
All right, this is yours, and I'm pouring it. That's kind of a big faux pas right there. So, Davis, you're coming up to Susanville,
Yes, sir.
1-horse town, and you're playing in this band and bringing some beautiful magic to us, man.
I'm
Bringing
trying.
some beautiful magic. The trombone, this is the best thing. As a conductor, I grab notes out of Danny's sax. Okay, I cue Kayla over there because she's 20 yards away from me. I can't even hardly see her over there in the Barry sax on the end. Okay, but this is what a conductor loves the most: a showman. First and foremost. Thank you. Number 2, when a conductor goes like this, he wants more. And Davis is always looking at me at the corner of his eye, waiting for that moment where I'm like, "Come on, man, and today,
Bring it."
I was like, we did it. There's a part where the trombones underneath you were not laying an egg, but they weren't bringing it. And I was just like, well, if I have one trombone that can steamroll over the whole band.
It's me.
You don't remember that, do you? There was one part where he played, and I went like this, and he pushed forward the sound. It was in the MacArthur Park, because we were minus 1 trumpet tonight.
Right.
And it was like, the end of the show, and I was like, man, it was like something. I was like, I need more. And I said this to Davis, and Davis just freaking cranked it out.
Well,
so anyway, my question was, that actually was not about me. That turned into me. That was a story that started with Davis. But I'm sorry, I turned it around to me. Sorry. Please, give us some words of wisdom of playing in Susanville, what it's like to change this community's lives when we play, basically.
Well, I love it here. It's a great community ensemble. Playing a lot of community ensembles, and my sure weight here is a killing player, and he's not pretentious, which is very, very rare. But to speak on the projecting out of sound, a quote I learned from Bill Watrous is the role of any big band is to protect the sound.
Yeah.
To this day, I'm not really sure what he meant by that, but I have an idea what he meant by that, and I'm going to try to live my life by that. Really, really great Bill Watrous.
Good words of
That's
wisdom.
really cool.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, protect the sound.
Salute to that.
Mr. Bill
You know
Watrous.
what? One of these days, I'm going to be sitting there and I'm going to tell the whole band, I'm going to say, listen, right here in this measure, I want you to protect the sound. I'm going to
Protect the
sound so
sound.
prophetic. And I'm going to go like this to Davis. Don't let the cat out of the bag, man. Let me have that one. I know. Davis, I'm going to go like this on this one. Like most of the ladies did when I was in college. They were like, come on, coach, we need you. And they were like, oh, but I'm kind of, but actually we really... Sorry, I'm digressing now. We won't tell any stories from the University of Tennessee.
Here we go.
Hey, does anybody know if the University of Tennessee won today? They played Kentucky. Anybody can find that out while we're sitting here filming? Does anybody have a phone? My phone is like somewhere. I'm just curious. The volunteers, I went there when Peyton Manning was there as a freshman, and I was running the streets as a senior. Yeah, you like this? Actually,
Hey,
good. Yeah,
this is pretty good. Thanks, Brandon.
Complex.
Yeah, we got to talk about the bourbon really quick. It is complex, but it's interesting. Some things are complex like this, bam, and other things are complex like, here's a little silver platter,
Yeah.
and I'm going to lay out some different flavors that I can have. Brandon, what are you tasting this, man? You're more familiar with this than anything.
It's I got a stone fruit some type of stone fruit.
Okay. Okay.
Got baking spice, caramel.
Period. Paragraph right there. Nobody even needs that. It's like a moment of silence. We're gonna just have it from there. We're just gonna be like, there it is. Okay.
What do you think?
Yeah.
You like it?
I love it.
Yeah.
It's
Tennessee
actually,
44, Kentucky 6.
What is it?
Tennessee 44, Kentucky 6.
Justin back there giving me the Tennessee score. Tennessee undefeated. Can't believe it, actually. They weren't supposed to even have a halfway decent year, but they're doing it. Good job, Vols. Go Vols! That's what I'm talking about. Okay, so next one. Another one. Brandon's bringing all kinds of stuff. How could I not open up this little sweetness for you, man? Can you open that up for us while we're drinking some water? So we got the Old Elk. I'm going to tell you something. They have a new master distiller at Old Elk. So the stuff that Old Elk is producing is phenomenal. Most of it I got to have with a little cube of ice, which I don't like having. But this one right here is the double wheat. You've cheated on me. Did you enjoy that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you cheated on me
A little
by
bit.
opening this up.
Yeah.
That doesn't look like. Does that look like he cheated on me a little bit? That looks like he cheated on me like half a bottle, man. So.
Well, what happened was last time we drank it together,
Mhm.
you called me afterwards, which was some late hour of the night,
Oh, look at Dave's getting a nut. Good job, Daniel.
and you said, "Dude, put an ice cube in it,"
Okay.
because we didn't.
Okay.
And so I was sitting at home, you were here,
Yep.
and over the phone we had it over an ice cube.
Oh, this is the double
And-
wheat. Yeah. Okay.
It
Okay.
totally.
So we got a problem with this one, guys, because this one is so strong that only somebody with dreadlocks can really drink this.
Yes, sir.
Okay. But let me go like that.
Trying to find that triple wheat.
Let me go like that. I know, right? Triple wheat. Lay it down. You guys pour yourselves whatever you want over there. I'm not trying to chinch you. I just know that for me, I gotta just be a little bit calmer here.
It's still
Well-
good without the ice cube.
Yeah.
But that definitely opened it
Yeah.
up.
So by the way, at the end of all of this, we have to rate them, right?
Okay.
And I'll go last because I want you guys to give me a genuine. Don't go with the flow. Just tell me what you think is the best out of all of these. Old Elk Double Wheat. Let it breathe a little bit.
Breathe.
Let's give some to the angels as it evaporates into the air. The angels can have a little bit of this. Look at Justin over there. Okay, so Kayla, now I'm throwing a question to you.
Oh boy. All right.
Kayla Millar, I knew this girl when she was 14 years old, a little soccer player. And would you like to regale us with either a soccer story from the glorious and omnipotent Coach Midway? Just kidding, I'm not pretentious.
I only got
David
the
said I
one.
wasn't pretentious, and now I gotta lay it on. Or would you like to tell a story about playing Barry Sachs, the most unsung hero in all of the Big Band? Your choice. You got the floor. Brandon,
All
you're
right.
next.
Well, I only got one story about you from soccer, so I guess I'll go with Barry Sachs.
Justin
say
already
that
knew
one
I was
for
going to be
People
disappointed with that.
already heard the soccer story.
But they don't. But these people out here have never heard. Tell a soccer story.
Okay, I'll tell the soccer story.
Sorry.
So, my freshman year of high school, we went to the rec league state championship game, and right before it, there were some of the college freshmen that were getting just a little too big for their britches. And Ben's the coach, and he's got us all in a group, and he's given us just a lecture about playing as a team and not caring about your individual performance.
Wait. Every time I upload these videos, there's a spot on there that says, "Is this appropriate for kids?" I clicked no. I was
Okay.
giving it to them up their frickin' jacksy, as the English would say. I was putting it up their frickin' backside. I was telling them this is absolutely unacceptable, and I'm gonna frickin' waylay your ass if you don't start playing well. We should win this championship game. Please continue.
And all of a sudden he goes, take a look at Red, me. And I'm just thinking, please don't. And he starts going on and on. And it was probably a good, maybe 30 seconds, but it felt like 5 minutes before I realized that what he was saying was actually, I was the good example of the one that didn't care if she played, was still going to give 100%. But he gave me my first ever sports heart attack in my life.
Did we go on to win the championship?
We did.
Is Coach Wade and the teams that I've coached winners?
In my experience, that's the only time I've ever had you coach me, so sure.
There you go. I would just say this for the record. 22 years coaching college soccer, not including that team that never lost a game. .908 winning percentage.
Nice.
Number 2 winningest active soccer coach when I was still coaching. .908. Look at this guy. This guy's a soccer player right here. We're going to get into that in just a minute. Anyway, I had fun coaching. It was great. And this girl right here, nothing but heart, grit, and moxie. Justin knows what I'm talking about back there. That means you friggin' get stuck in.
It plays that way.
Listen,
Plays that way.
whiskey and wisdom. Whatever you're doing, you get friggin' stuck in life. There's a saying in Tagalog. And I'm gonna just grab this bottle right here. This is Boss Hog number 8. On the back of this, it says Mabuhay, and that says life live. And what it means is you got one friggin' life, and you better live it. Mm-hmm. So anyway, thank you, Kayla, for that little digression. This right here is, where is it? Strong, but after having 16 glasses tonight and also drinking during the performance tonight,
Yes,
he did, she did, we all were drinking during the performance. So I have a new thing. 10 years ago, I was so uptight as a conductor because I was doing all classical. Then I started doing big band and swing, and I was like, I gotta bring a bottle to everything. Get loose, let everybody in the band have it if they want it, and
Are you gonna tell them what you think of this?
Had that
Oh, yeah,
major
okay.
snap.
Okay, so anyways, what I was saying was, after 17 drinks tonight, and dude, where's the Dragon Slayer release? I'm not letting you guys get away with that. No, this guy. You had it, you've had it. This guy right here.
No, you didn't.
I didn't.
No, the
No.
one that I brought last night.
Oh no, I didn't.
It was on the stage.
Got it.
Stage
No, I
ball.
need-
Okay, so oh yeah, dude, can you wait? No, get in the camera. We want to actually
right,
see.
all right.
No, do not apologize, man.
Jump in.
Did we skip on the makers?
Yes.
We did.
Yep.
Gosh, slacking.
Wow, that's
You
just.
want to
Somebody's
try the
gotta be the
makers or
producer.
you want this one?
Let's do the old elk.
Okay, you can try the makers later.
So this is good. It's up front. I taste cherry at the end, a little bit of tobacco, a lot of cherry tobacco.
That makes
It's
sense.
Old
Yeah.
Elk.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Old elk. But
Back with
after all of this, my palate has been a little bit softened.
Little cereal.
So it's actually, I don't need water. I mean, I don't need an ice cube
high
on that.
wheat is, yeah. Yeah.
Wow.
Can't see him, but
Yeah.
Justin approves.
Justin
Yeah.
approves.
That's a
Justin,
good one.
I do not want you to be distracted by a few things here. Okay, number one, if we put the L like this, and if I, it's on your right, but it's stage left pectoral, I don't want you to be distracted by what's happening right here. That's the first thing, okay, Justin? Second thing is,
I did look.
okay, you did look.
I did look.
Okay,
I wasn't distracted.
I do have the Tibetan Amber of Power. I do have another little side chain here, and I have a sweet, sexy, strong man on both my right and my left. And to that, we must go on to the next one. Okay, here we go. Let's wrap it up by. Oh crap, guys! I'm sorry.
It's okay after that.
Yeah, good call.
On the dreads though.
On the dreads, you want? We'll get it on the dreads. Hold on. Okay.
Eventually.
So Brandon Vincent over here, which we're getting to next, who allowed me to drive over this. I'm not.
We'll cut that.
But yeah. So Brandon Vincent, who allowed me the freedom to taste Old Elk for the first time. I got to tell you this right now. Brandon allowed me to open up a door to another world. Now, back when I was in college, and we're actually not going to tell that story about opening up a door to another world. We're going to stop that. Okay, opening up a door to Old Elk. This guy's like, oh, Old Elk. And I'm like, whatever, man. And then he showed it to me. That was most excellent. Okay, but because he's had everything in this bar, he's here late at night. I tell him he has 15 minutes when he gets over to the time he's got to leave. And 6 hours later, Jessica texted me and she was like, what are you doing in the game room? And I'm like, well, we're actually now drinking from the bottle and professing undying love. But I digress. Okay, so he's not had this. The main point was he's not had this bottle right here. This is old Rip Van Winkle. This is $1,300. And I paid that much for this bottle. And handmade bourbon. And it's really cool because it says right here, asleep many years in the woods. I love that saying right there. That is perfect. Has everybody dumped their water out of their glass?
Yes, sir.
On Davis or not? Because it's got to be in the middle guy, man. He's got to get all this crap.
Hydrate.
I feel like I'm pouring this like a sommelier. Oh gosh, man, this thing is literally. If you were to have this in a bar, and somebody were to do this right here, they'd say that's $125. That's right. Get a little bit steep. Ah! Man, that was great. $250. We'll take that. If I spill a drop of this, I'm going to be licking it up.
Like you did the Jefferson's presidential.
Oh, yes, I did, man. I was licking it up just like a Saturday night. Sorry. Act like in those. Sorry. Okay, stay focused, Kayla. I'm sorry. Okay, dude, are you excited, man? You've never had this, man.
Never.
Okay, as a longtime Susanville resident and soccer player, Brandon, would you please tell us what it's like? Oh, heck yeah, dude. This guy's not going to miss out on this. Come in here, man.
You gotta get in here, bro.
Oh, dude. 10 summers old.
Rip Van Winkle.
Look at that steady pour, man.
There you go. That's
Hey,
like
look at that. So,
Okay.
Brandon, tell me, nobody's drank it yet, have they?
No.
That's some respect right there. Hashtag respect. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, so, and please, I started Epic Bourbon Tasting so that these bottles here would actually be over here. Don't rate this one great just because of the price. When we rate them at the end, you rate what you like the best, and if this is at the bottom, so be it. But my question to you is, as a symphony supporter, coming to these shows and growing up here, did you ever think there was going to be a symphony in Susanville?
No.
When was the first time you heard about said symphony?
The concert on the green was my first experience with that. And it was when I moved uptown like 6 years ago. And I learned about concert on the green, and it's right across the street from my house, so pretty awesome to have a concert in your front yard. Pretty
And
much.
did you see these rock stars in concert?
Yes, and the concert on the green this year, this guy over here was working the crowd. I was watching it live, and it was pretty amazing. Great to see in person, and like I said, happy to see it in my front yard, and
I like that.
glad to have it in Susanville.
Here's to changing lives and communities.
Yeah.
Yeah, one day at a time.
To music.
Cheers, guys.
To music, to Susanville,
Justin?
And community.
and community.
It's thick.
Wow.
She's thick.
That's a long little burn there.
It lingers.
Yeah,
It
right.
does, yeah.
Yeah.
They say Kentucky hug instead of heat. when I think of hug, ooh, look at this big sexy man right here.
It's not that kind of video.
Oh, it's not that kind of hug? Good. Our producer says it's not that kind of hug. Okay, it's got a little bit of heat on the end there. Okay.
That's pretty good.
Okay.
Ray might get a little jealous.
He will. Ray White, I'm going to say this right now. Damn to you, pal. You're missing out by not being here tonight. You left the concert after intermission because he was there all night last night. He took tickets, and this is an ex-president of the symphony, now the vice president. And guess what? Ken Holmes is actually schlepping stands and chairs right now.
Wow.
So not a bam to you, Ken. I wish you were here. Ray, screw you, pal, because you left an intermission. You could have been in on this, but you missed out. Okay, sorry. Okay, so now's the time. Oh, but this is so nice.
It is.
Well, can we talk about this just for a little bit?
Great.
I think that the finish does linger a little bit too long, in my opinion. You know, I want to be ready for that next sip.
But it's a refined
Well,
finish.
it is definitely a refined finish, Davis.
It's great. It's thick.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's that Beyonce bottle.
I gotta use that, man. That was awesome.
She's thick.
Oh man,
She's
Kayla,
thick.
Kayla, what do you got for us?
Yeah, like, it doesn't have the finish isn't like harsh.
Right.
So it's kind of like I don't mind it.
It's long, but it's not harsh.
Lingers good.
I agree. It's
Yeah.
it's long in a good way.
My left-hand man.
Yeah.
My right-hand man, but my left-hand man. And the camera sees you on the right.
The linger's good. It's not overstaying its
Yeah.
welcome. It's good.
No.
And
what do you smell? Do you smell? Does anybody else smell great?
oh,
Yes.
I get great.
Yeah. Actually.
Apple juice.
yes.
Yeah.
Ooh. Apple juice.
Yeah.
All right, so what are the ratings?
Mm.
What do you
Want me
think
to
about
start?
Please start.
It's got a great sustain.
Okay.
It does have a great sustain. Danny, give us the top. So,
So,
it's going to go best to great. But the best is over here. It's, all of them are great.
Yeah,
There
all
wasn't a
great.
single bad one of the whole bunch. So you go from best to good.
Good. All the way here. Like this. That would be my rating right here.
Okay. Davis, what do you got?
You know, at first I thought this was my favorite till we bust this guy open, so I'm gonna do this.
Okay.
By all means, they are great. This is fantastic, but I'm doing this.
Okay. Kayla, what do you got?
I agree with Davis.
Here we go.
Brandon, what do you got? You gonna mix it up here a little bit?
Nope. I'm right there.
And you, Maestro.
Well, I'm gonna say this right now. I was gonna say this.
Yeah, you're lying.
It's not that kind of show, man.
I know. I gotta say.
It's not that kind of show.
Yeah, man, that's why I don't have you in my bar. Sorry, no, I'm just kidding. No, I would have this in my bar. This is really good.
You're moving over here.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta say, man, Davis, you started the trend. I like what Danny
I
said.
think we're doing this, right?
There you go. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Okay. That's my order right here.
Yeah, there we go.
Can we get a bam, guys? To the camera.
1, 2,
2, 3. Bam! Yes! All right, hit that little record thing there. Undo
Oh
it.
man, that was
Good job,
great.
boys.
You guys were